Hello, welcome to another lecture in the course of short story. And today we are going to talk about the Iceberg Theory proposed by Ernest Hemingway, the American writer. Of course, this is a very introductory lecture, and I do not tend to go deep to investigate this theory and its contextual circumstances that gave rise to this theory. I'm going to focus on the very threshold of this theory and the introductory side of this theory. So, what is an iceberg? What is an iceberg? Iceberg is an ice mountain or ice hill which is placed in an ocean or in a sea. And normally, as you see in this picture, you only see the tip of the iceberg. Okay, this is what we see, but beneath the water surface, maybe the greater part of the iceberg lies beneath the water surface, and this is the danger of an iceberg. This was the reason that collapsed and made the Titanic ship to drown uh, because the captain of the ship could not see the high hill or the hidden part of the iceberg. That's why he just collapsed and crashed with the iceberg and drowned. So this is an iceberg. You only see the tip of the iceberg, and the rest is hidden beneath the surface of the water. So this is exactly what Hemingway was talking about. He used this style, this theory in his writing. He used the iceberg theory in his writings. According to this theory, Hemingway omitted everything but the bare essentials from his stories and novels, leaving readers to discover the deeper meaning through the remaining dialogue and bits of narrative on their own. So, Hemingway here, he omitted everything. He tried to hide everything. He tried to just give you the tip of the iceberg. He just wanted to give you hints, only words here and there scattered around without any deeper meaning. Okay? Just as the visible tip of an iceberg hides a far greater mass of ice underneath the ocean surface, so does Hemingway's dialogue belie the unstated tension between his characters. So we only see simple words, simple dialogues among characters, but the tension, the conflict, the heated part of the story, okay, the climax, it is all hidden beneath the text, beyond the words. Okay, it is up to the reader to discover those tensions. It is up to the reader to go and dig deep and find out those tensions and those unstated parts of the conflict. In fact, Hemingway firmly believed that perfect stories conveyed far more through subtext than through the actual words written on the page. So this is the theory, this is the convention of Hemingway. He believed that what is hidden beyond the text is much more important than the text itself. So it is up to the reader to find out those hidden parts of the text. So he expects some scholarly, intellectual readers, real readers, to find out those meaning beyond the text. The more a writer strips away, the more powerful the iceberg or story becomes. So he believes that the more ambiguity he puts into the text, the more powerful it becomes. Of course, there is a similarity between the theories proposed by T.S. Eliot of ambiguity and other writers. I think Fish, he proposed the 7 types of ambiguities. He believed that the more ambiguity we have, those new critics, I mean T.S. Eliot, Fish, and other critics, they believe that the more ambiguity you put within the text, the more meaningful it will become, and the more intellectual it will become. So there is some similarities between this iceberg theory and that type of ambiguity we have. But here, it is not only ambiguity. Everything is clear, everything is simply written, everything is simply forward and understandable. But the meaning, the real meaning, is beyond those simple words. It is hidden behind those words and the text. So, Hemingway also avoids using dialogue tags such as he said or she said, and skips any internal monologues. So, the monologues are not of an interest to Hemingway, they are not of great importance to his writings. That's why we rarely find internal monologues or just a stream of consciousness or any other literary device that takes you inside the thinking and the mind of the characters. They are very simple, the words are very simple, the sentences are very simple without any ambiguity, without any complexity. They are very forward and clear. These elements leave the characters' thoughts and feelings completely up to the reader's own interpretation. So here, the task, the job is to be done by the reader himself. He has to take the burden of interpretation. Things are not ready here. They are not very simple, simply to be understood. They are not given as some wrapped fast food to be understood. You need to prepare, you need to make your own food, your own meal. Here, you have to make your own interpretation. You just go and try to go and dive deep inside the ocean, the water, to find out the rest of the iceberg, to understand the meaning, the real meaning of the text, the real meaning of the story. Hemingway's fans, however, have praised his style for its simplicity, believing that fewer misleading words paint a truer picture of what lies behind or beneath. So, most of his readers, his fans, they believe that the simpler the words are, the simpler the sentences are, the clearer the picture will be, and it will be more comprehensible. Because we need some simple gates, simple pathways to the greater meanings. Okay, just give me the tip of the iceberg and leave the rest of the job for me. I will dive deep inside the ocean to find out the rest of the iceberg. So this is in general the theory, the iceberg theory proposed by Hemingway and used in his short stories and in his novellas like Old Man and the Sea. And we will discover more about Hemingway in the coming lectures. Thank you very much. Bye bye.